On the warm, golden sands of Motunui, the sun rose over the sparkling blue ocean. Seagulls sang in the sky, and the villagers were already busy gathering fruits, weaving mats, and preparing for a very special day. Today was Grandma Tala's birthday, and not just any birthday. It was her 70th birthday, a huge celebration. Mona sat outside her hut, thinking hard. Grandma Tala has given me so many gifts, stories, songs, and adventures. I want to give her something truly unforgettable. She tapped her chin, deep in thought. Suddenly, a brilliant idea popped into her head. I'll bake the biggest, most magical cake Motunui has ever seen, she said aloud. Pua, her little pig, squealed in excitement, while Heihei the rooster flapped around in circles. But Mona said, frowning, I don't know how to bake a giant cake ... double quotes. That's when she remembered Maui. If anyone knows how to make something epic, it's Maui. Mona quickly packed her bag and paddled out into the lagoon, calling for Maui. Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, I need your help. With a flash of light and a swirl of wind, Maui appeared, holding his magical fishhook. Hey, kid, what's up? He said, tossing his long hair back. Mona explained her plan. Maui grinned. A giant cake for Grandma Tala. Sounds like a heroic quest. I'm in. Together, they made a list: sweet fruits, sparkling honey, magical coconuts, special flour, a volcano oven. They would need help, and lots of it. So Mona called the villagers, and soon the whole island was buzzing with excitement. Everyone wanted to be a part of the great cake adventure. Mona led a team into the thick jungle, where bananas hung in giant clusters and wild strawberries covered the ground. She filled baskets until they overflowed with juicy, colorful fruits. Meanwhile, Maui flew over the island in the form of a giant hawk. He found a hidden beehive where honey dripped like golden rivers from the trees. Maui tried to get the honey himself, but the bees weren't happy. Uh-oh, he muttered as a swarm chased him through the sky. When he landed, covered in bee stings, Mona laughed so hard she fell over. Maybe leave the honey gathering to the experts, she teased. At the same time, Heihei wandered into a secret grove where coconuts glowed softly in the moonlight. These were magic coconuts, said to bring good luck to anyone who used them. When Mona found Heihei asleep under a coconut tree, with coconuts piled on his head, she knew it was a sign. This cake would be extra magical. Back in the village, Maui used his fishhook to carve a giant oven from black volcanic rock. Lava streams warmed the oven just right, not too hot, not too cold. The villagers mixed the ingredients in enormous wooden bowls. It took 10 people just to stir the batter. Children sang songs to keep the batter fluffy. Some villagers danced around the bowls to bring good luck. Even Heihei danced, though mostly by accident, slipping and sliding into the flour. Pua tried to help too, but ended up wearing a coconut shell as a hat. Everyone laughed until their sides hurt. Mona added the final magical touch, a drizzle of honey that shimmered like sunlight, and a sprinkle of ground coconut dust that twinkled like stars. Maui lifted the massive cake into the volcano oven. Smoke puffed out in soft white clouds, carrying the sweet smell of baking cake across the whole island. They waited ... and waited ... and waited. Hours passed, and the villagers grew curious. Some peeked into the oven, some tried to sniff closer. Heihei even tried to peck a hole in the side. Patience, Mona said, laughing. Good things take time. Finally, the moment came. Maui cracked open the oven door with his hook, and a wave of delicious, magical aroma burst out. Everyone gasped. The cake was taller than the tallest palm tree. Layers of golden sponge, juicy fruits, and honey flowed like a waterfall. It was decorated with seashells, flowers, and tiny waves made of blue coconut cream. It sparkled in the sunlight, a truly magical cake. When Grandma Tala arrived at the beach, she wore her favorite ocean blue dress and her shell necklace. Her face lit up in wonder when she saw the giant cake. "For me?" she asked, her voice full of amazement. Mona ran to her and hugged her tightly. "Happy birthday, Grandma." "We all made this together, with love and magic." Tears sparkled in Grandma Tala's eyes. "This is the most beautiful gift I have ever received," she whispered. The villagers sang songs, danced in circles, and shared the magical cake under the setting sun. Every slice tasted different, one bite like fresh banana, another like pineapple, another like sweet honey. Some slices even made you feel like you were swimming in the ocean or flying through the sky. Maui showed off by juggling 3 giant slices at once. Heihei fell asleep inside a coconut bowl, snoring loudly. Pua nibbled happily on his 5th slice. That night, as the stars glittered above and the waves whispered secrets to the shore, Grandma Tala told Mona, "The greatest magic is the magic we make together. Thank you, Mona." From that day on, every year at Grandma Tala's birthday, the islanders would gather to make another magical cake, bigger, sweeter, and more wonderful than the last. And they always remembered that with love, laughter, and a little bit of magic, anything was possible on Motunui. The end.